Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going through the best and worst tattoo TikToks I could find. Let's jump into it with this one. Now, if you feel uncomfortable watching it, don't worry. Everybody does. And that's not what we're watching it for. What we're watching it for is because I have absolutely never seen anybody tattoo their six-pack. Like, give themselves a deeper six-pack with a tattoo. This guy's jacked. I'm sure he has a six-pack. I've never seen someone shade that in. It is insane looking. So goofy looking. Now let's enjoy some of the awkwardness of him, doing his daily routine, trimming down his fingers, shaving down his pubes. That is a wild tattoo to see on the stomach. It almost just looks like a turtle shell. Good turtle shell for you. The rest of the tattoos ain't great. We all have eyes, we know it. But man, oh man, that was all I could see when I saw this guy dancing around, dude. This is what my Instagram feed looks like. Dudes dancing in the mirror with six-pack tats. I don't even know anything clever. He's got a six-pack tat? I don't know. Crazy, fucking crazy. On to the next. Every Aussie's first time in Bali. Bali has come up as this place where you go and get super cheap tattoos. And it's usually Aussies. Australians, for all you uncultured fucking turds out there, don't know what an Aussie is. I think there's like 3 people who don't know what the term an Aussie is. But this is an extremely well done tattoo. I'm sure he got it done in like 3 days. It looks all fresh, but fuck me, dude. There's nothing in this world I hate more than character tattoos. This is a popular character from, I believe, Vikings, not Last Kingdom, because Last Kingdom is way better. This is from Vikings, dude. And I just will never understand why you need the guy from Vikings' face as a back piece, okay? It's just like one of those things that in my head, I always go like, you couldn't think of anything else to put on your back? You needed to get this fucking celebrity dude's face tattooed this big, the size of your torso. Your whole fucking torso is how big fucking Uhtred's face is. That's not his name. That's from Last Kingdom. If you never watched Last Kingdom, watch Last Kingdom. Viking sucks. Kidding. Just kittens. But the tattoo, very nicely done. Stupid idea. On to the next. Okay. Would I prefer if this guy had a Last Kingdom tattoo? Yes. Would I prefer if this guy had a Vikings tat? Yes, that looks like a hot pile of shit, son. Okay, fun fact. In case you never tattooed dark people, which if you're alive and not a tatter, that's you. It's very hard to saturate in darker skin because sometimes it's hard to tell where the ink is. It's just like fundamentally true. Either way, this is just a fucking piss poor tattoo. Like you should be able to tell that skin is not saturated and it is looking pretty jank. Not only that pisses me off, right? Like to just not fully saturate a tattoo, I'm irritated, I'm upset, I'm angry about it. But then to whip shade white off of the bottom of it like it's going to do something, extra fucking pissed. This is a shitty tattoo that could have been done a million times better, but also the client picked a fucking dumb tattoo. Like, you got the bat from Batman. You wanted a silhouette of a bat this big. It looks cartoonish. It looks like it belongs, like I want to see a jack-o'-lantern right underneath it. Then I'd be like, oh, it makes sense. Having a fucking 3-foot-long bat kind of makes sense. We've got a jack-o'-lantern right underneath it. I had an itchy eye, dude. This eye's never gonna be the same after looking at this junk-ass tat. Fuck, dude. Tattooing dark people can be hard. We know it. It's all right. It's fine. Don't fucking do a bad job, okay? I'm judging you harshly if you do a bad job on a dark person. Why? Don't know. Don't care. Just fucking annoyed by it. Like, do a fucking good tattoo. If you can't do a good tattoo on everybody, don't do a good tattoo on anybody, okay? On to the next. Okay, we got some ghetto fucking prison tat fucking shit going on. No, this is just like a crazy little setup this guy's got going on. Wild. What's he gonna do with it? What's he gonna do with it? Fucking 3D tattoos. God damn it, I hate 3D tattoos. That is a 3D tattoo made easy. I can't believe this setup works. Good for this guy for making this work. That is so dumb. Yeah, usually like you see people do this stuff, they don't do it like this, right? But I mean, hey, that's a way to do a crappy style tattoo. Let me see the final result. Not cool. Don't worry, it's not. I have never seen someone try this in real life. I didn't know you could try it in real life. They ghetto rigged the crap out of that tube to make it happen. Like fucking burnt that motherfucker down and dipped tubing. It's crazy. It's crazy. I wonder how many microplastics are going into this guy's fucking leg from soldering this thing down. The quickest way to get cancer from a tattoo? This. I've never talked about it before, but a lot of people are talking about like getting cancer from tattoos. I don't believe it. I don't really care about it. Not something interesting to me, unless you do this, okay? This is a quick way to get fucking leg cancer, dude. Crazy, crazy. My favorite type of tattoo is the type of tattoo that puts your life at risk, you know? Those are the good ones. That's my favorite. That's the only kind of tattoos I will accept from people. On to the next.
What can make a tattoo heal poorly?
I'm gonna probably get attacked for this, but 90% of the time is the client being irresponsible. If you don't take care of your tattoo, you expose it to the sun, you go swimming, or you go do the things that your tattoo artists don't tell you to do, then it's gonna heal poorly. Then the other 10%, the tattooer maybe went too hard, maybe didn't go hard enough, but honestly, most of the times, it's your fault. You're the client.
Okay, this is one of those topics that I find so enjoyable, okay? Look, that is fucking dumb. I believe that 90% of the time when a tattoo doesn't heal right, it's because of the tattooer. I just do. I think it's more often than not the tattooer's fault. And this guy said he was gonna get attacked for this. He's gonna get flamed for it, okay? I think there's just like this unwillingness to accept reality when it comes to tattooers sometimes, because I'm like, look dudes, tattooing is an extremely hard thing. We have to make such crazy adjustments for person to person, skin to skin. A lot of times we don't even know where we need to make adjustments. We're just like, that does not heal up right. What is going on here? More often than not, it is the tattooer's fault that a tattoo does not heal up, bro. There is something to be said for a client who just goes dicking around in a pool or in a fucking dirty ass lake 3 days after getting tattooed. Sure, you're gonna get an infection, the tattoo's gonna take longer to heal, all these different things. But almost always, it's the tattooer's fault when a tattoo's not healing up well. It's just a hard job to do, and it's a hard job to get right. And it's a hard job to get right for every single person you tattoo. Tattoos don't always heal up well. Is it the tattooer's fault? Probably. Look, it's just it's so crazy to think that we we chop parts of this person up and then we send them out and we're like, see you later. I hope this heals up well. I'm gonna do everything in my job to make sure it heals up well, but also I am doing something that's incredibly hard that doesn't always work for everybody's skin. If I beat something up and it looks beat up, that's it. That's it. Tattooers love to point the blame at anything other than them because our livelihoods rely on it, right? We want to not take blame because we want you to keep getting tattooed so that we can fucking keep making money and make a living and do our fucking job. But the reality is that tattooing is a difficult thing. It doesn't work out for everybody's skin, and it's hard for us to make those adjustments all the time on different people. We try, it works most of the time. Just fun facts, okay? Fun facts. On to the next.
Does anyone else have a customizable tattoo?
I love this tattoo. So throwing racism away into the trash, and nope, you got a fucking fascist tat, dude. Racism, fucking A. Whoever has this tattoo is a fucking idiot, dude. Fucking idiot. You got one leg for the rest of your life and you want to put this dumb statement of throwing racism in the trash. If you're trying to make a political statement with your tattoos, I think you're a dork, okay? I think you're a fucking dork. Whenever anyone gets vegan across their face, I'm like, so stupid. What the fuck? Why do you want that? Why do you want that? What do you think? Your body is such a fucking important thing that we need to stand up for causes on it? No. That's a dumb thing to do, okay? I mean, it's one thing when you get like a goofball tattoo and it's like fucking vegan, it's all small, and you're like, eh. This is a statement tattoo. This person wants you to know they're not into racism. They throw it in the trash. But now they love racism and they're throwing Sig Heils at everybody, okay? Throw a sock on, go to the gym, Sig Heil you, okay? It was a dumb fucking tattoo. I hate political tattoos more. What do I hate the most in tattooing? Political tattoos are way up there on things I fucking hate, you know? And it's like, who's your statement to? That one random fucking racist guy you're gonna meet in your life? And you think he gives a shit whether you got a tattoo of throwing it in? It's just such a dumb thing, dude. Stop telling me. I don't care. Just don't be racist. It's all good. Like fucking idiots, dude. Okay. We got what I consider the all-time greatest tattoo. In general, I really like this guy's head and face tattoos. I think they look all right. Like they look interesting. They're not my style by any means, but I think it looks kind of cool on him. Like he looks like a punk guy. This fucking red thing across his face, I will never understand, okay? Which is crazy because I'm like, yeah, fucking get down with some dumb shit on your face. It looks cool, matches his style. I'm in it, dude. I like face tattoos. I'm a face tat daddy, okay? I'm like so close to getting something tattooed on my face. I'm gonna fucking put like a cross right here. I don't know what I'd put on my face. I'm just kidding. Actually, I do know what I want. I know exactly what I want. But this fucking red face tattoo, dude. This guy has cool tattoos. Why don't you get a cool tattoo, dude? Why don't you put something cool? What is that? Why do you need a scratch? Why do you need a cat scratch? Un gato crash. Like, what the fuck, dude? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm looking at. This fucking Sid from Toy Story looking motherfucker, dude. This is what Sid grew up to be. So I'm getting cat scratches on his nose. I think that's funny. I think that's actually pretty funny. On to the next. Oh yeah. ABIRU_tattoo. We're just gonna sit here in awe of this tattoo. Beautiful. Some decisions here that were made, like to put that car all the way up to the ribs, I would never think to do that. Not that I'm specializing in black and gray, but this fucking guy crushed this tattoo. I saw the post on this. I think he got first place at, what's that one? Gods of Ink in Europe for black and gray. And obviously, this is such a cool tattoo. Like such different styles here and there, but everything stands out. Everything feels right. Everything feels at home. And for me, like I've always had an infinity for Chicano tattooing. Maybe because my uncles had it, not really. Like I think my uncles had some tattoos that were kind of like fucking Chicano jail-y looking shit. But I just like it. I'm from LA, I like fucking stuff like this. I'm not from the cool parts of LA, so don't fucking quote me on that. But you know, I like this type of stuff. And this is the best version of it I've seen in a long time. Super cool, really fun. I cannot wait to see the finish on that top shoulder part. Bitchin'. LA dog, what you gonna do about it? Fucking nothing. Just enjoy it, look at it. I don't even think this guy's from LA. Maybe he's from Europe, I don't know. Who gives a shit? Fucking super cool tattooing. Next.
Seeing all this talk about like tattoo regrets and missing their clean skin really makes me realize there's two different types of tattooed people in this world. One, usually they have fine lines, you know, the sticker sleeves, did it on a whim because it was trendy. And then the other type of person who's been dreaming of being tattooed head to toe since they were, I don't know, 10 years old. Because when I look in the mirror and I see blank space, all I can think is, I wish I had a tattoo appointment to fill that. That's it. That's all I think.
I could not agree more. I've tattooed a lot of people. I've tattooed every type of person you could ever know. People who regret their tattoos immediately, I've tattooed them. People who love tattoos. And there are two types of people who get tattooed nowadays. There's people who are about it, people that aren't about it. And honestly, that might sound very hyperbolic in a way for me to be like, well, you are just not a tattooed person. But that's also the fucking truth. Like, there's so many people who get tattoos and you're just like, are you gonna be happy with this? Like, just realistically, maybe you're not a fucking tattooed person. Maybe you're not. And like, just be okay with that. That's okay. You do not have to have tattoos. Like for me, I dream of having every part of me tattooed. That'd be cool. I'd be fucking stoked. I'd be like, oh yeah, one of like my biggest accomplishments in life would be having a full bodysuit. And it's been like that since I was I don't know, when 15, 16, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a lot of tattoos. So I just really don't understand when people are like, I'll be like, oh, do you want a tattoo? And then, what do you want to get tattooed? And they're like, I don't know, something kind of like this or whatever. I'm not really sure. And then I go like, oh, like, what do you want? And they're like, show me a picture on Instagram. And I'm like, they're like, I want to look like this. And I'm like, do you want to look like this or do you want to have the tattoo that person, like what part of this are we actually interested? Looking like we have tattoos or being a tattooed person? Because like you should just want to have tattoos if you're going to get tattooed. You don't have to though. And don't like force yourself into it. A lot of people force themselves into it. They're like, everyone has tattoos. I have to have tattoos. And I'm like, no, you don't. Just fucking don't. Don't do it. You're not a tattooed person. Don't fucking start. Don't do it. It's a mistake waiting to happen and it's painful. It's like a lifelong mistake, you know? You kind of have to have it for the rest of your life. So be positive about it, boys and girls. Next. Oh my God. Now, some of these tattoos, not the worst. A lot of them just kind of healed up funky on the face. That's pretty common, like that chin banger. I don't love the tattoo, but it's what you kind of expect on a chin. This fucking human sticker board with the polka dot like bubbles on the face, that part I just cannot see past. Like right here, these bubbles, color bubbles, I want bubbles on my face. That looks like shit, dude. What the fuck were you thinking? I want bubbles? Hey, yeah, I'd like to make an appointment. I want bubbles on my face. Just put them all different colors. I want them like looking like chicken pox or some shit on my facicle. This person knows how to pick some good tattoos. Like whatever that girl is off to the side looks like an all right tattoo. Some of these tattoos look fine. The gem looks all right. Like it's not a style that I would want to tattoo or a tattoo that I like great. Maybe the tattoos are just so fucking awful that some of these mediocre ones look like amazing. But what are we doing with this fucking polka dot chicken pox bubble face thing? That is crazy. Tattoo Nation, dude. This person's about, there's one thing I know about this person. They've wanted tattoos. They ain't regretting this shit. They're like, I'm a tattooed person. This is what I get. And then I have to go, fuck. I don't like tattooed people either. I don't like non-tattooed people. I don't like tattooed people. Fuck. Don't put the shit on your face, son. Or woman, I don't know, Shannon Crisis? Shannon Crisis? Yeah, we could see that crisis poking its ugly head through, dude. Fuck. I don't know why you want your tattoos to look like the essence of a tattoo. Like, why are we putting colors that are gonna absolutely fade? Like, why do you want the idea of a tattoo? Just get a fucking tattoo that looks good. Why do you need something that's gonna fade away into nothing in 3 weeks? Nexty, nexty, nexty. Wow. Tattooing's hard, but it ain't that fucking hard. There's just such a difference between the people who care about tattooing and the people who don't. And this is clearly a case of a person who just does not give a shit about tattooing. They're just piling on a hot piece of garbage. A hot, dark piece of garbage. A hot, dark piece of garbage. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's just awful. Next.
Yo, I hate really like the harsh part about this shit sometimes is telling people who body don't match the tattoo they trying to get like. And a lot about this because you know they'd be like, that's body shaming, but y'all call that's body shaming too. But anyway though, right, like it'll be people that come and get a tattoo and it's like the tattoo they trying to get don't fit the anatomy of their body or even the structure, it won't structure right where they trying to get it at, and you'll be trying to explain it to them and it's like, yo, and then they try to put you in a might as well situation because they already there, like you might as well do it, and I ain't might as well doing shit except for getting you like to get this shit the way it's supposed to be so you won't be coming back talking about something you need it fixed, you want it covered up, or somewhere at a knot talking shit about me, where it's like I bet the piss out just like, no, like I'm from New Orleans, I like that New Orleans shit like.
Let's talk about this a little bit. First off, my favorite part of the job is being honest with people. Like people come in, they say something and I go, no, I'm not doing it like that. I'm like that fucking maid in Family Guy, like, no. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'll kind of adjust it and I'll let people know like, hey, this is why. The thing you're saying is fucking dumb. And I do it with like such a nice smile, and I won't say that it's dumb. I'll just be like, oh, that doesn't really work like because of these things. And I do it with this big old smile and they go, oh, okay. And then I'm fucking in charge, okay? Unless they're just so dumb that they're like, I want it that way. And I go, I'll hook you up with a shitty looking tattoo. That part, I'll be honest. I will tell people all the time. I'm like, hey, just so you know, I think that this is a good adjustment to your tattoo. And they're like, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, hey, dude, I'm just the guy. I'll put something that looks like shit on you. I have no problem with it. But these are some adjustments we should make. If you do not want to make those adjustments, I'll fucking do a bad tattoo for you. Not a problem at all. I am a little confused with this part. There are rights and wrongs in my head of like tattooing. And like I said, I'll tell these people. But like very rarely is it like a body thing, you know? I'm trying to think of something that, you know, okay. Something that I imagine he could be saying is something like, if a very big fat person wanted angel wings down their back, and if it's like, if I'm looking at this person's back, like the way their love handles will kind of go in, they will make the wings look deformed because of that, right? That's the only time that I think a person's body really will affect like a tattoo. Like if it's like, hey, you're like, we have rolls here and they are like starting to mess with my designs, I'd be like, hey, maybe don't do that. If you do want to do it, it's fine. But like, just so you know, like these rolls are going to affect these wings. We're not going to see these wings the same way we would see these wings, right? That's a time that your body might really warp a tattoo. Maybe if someone was like getting, oh no, this for sure. If you got like a skinny bitch wrist and you want to put like a girl's face on your forearm, I'd be like, your forearm is kind of just like making her face look dumb. You know, it's like flattening her nose, making the nose look big. It's maybe like squish face in it. I don't know, all these different things. It's warping around because your skinny arm is too fucking skinny. There's all sorts of things. But the way he's describing it, I just don't think it's something that's like so common. I'm like struggling to think of times where like a person's body would really affect the design too much. I think I described it pretty well. If you're too skinny for a tattoo, maybe get like simpler designs. If you're too big in the midsection, like it's gonna affect the angles of shit. But I mean, we're talking about these extreme examples. Almost 99% of my clients are within these extreme examples. Like you gotta have fucking twiggy ass arms. Kind of like this guy's twiggy legs to really affect like the face of a forearm. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding. No, but it is something to think about. I just think it's funny that a tattooer would hate that part of the job. Because to me, it's like part of the fun, right? Like you come to me, you got something that I don't think fucking is smart because nothing you bring me I think is smart. Realistically, like I have to make adjustments on every tattoo because I always think that there's something that we can do a little bit better. It's my favorite part of the job. It's like collaborating with people. And it's also a part of the job that I know other people struggle with. So I'm like, I'm gonna work hard at this. Like I want to be able to tell you as a client what I think is stupid in the nicest, kindest way I possibly can. Like I want you to be walking away from me being like, hey, that guy never let up. He never gave in. He never stopped trying. He kept trying to make adjustments that he thinks was better. And he did it with like an amount of kindness that was interesting. You know, like it was cool to watch him. That's how I want a tattoo. And I think most people who know me as far as like tattooers go, they're like, damn, that guy puts up with a lot of shit. I do, and I also don't. Like, I'm not gonna let you get away with stuff. I'm gonna tell you if there's a fucking problem. I don't care how much of a pain in the ass client you are, I am going to tell you. That is my gift in tattooing. That is what I think like real tattooers do better than anybody else. Is like, this is what I think is best. I will do whatever you want. This is what I think is best. Can we do this, or is your stupid brain gonna stop me from making a good tattoo? And either way, it's all good. I don't care. Tattoo's not me, okay? I could do a pile of shit tattoo and it's not gonna affect the way I see myself later tonight. I am gonna sleep like a fucking angel, dude. You know why? Because I'm gonna do my best in the moment to try and get you to get a good tattoo. But if you don't, I won't care. I won't care at all. That is it. I will see you in a few days. I hope if you're out there and you're like, hey, I'm gonna get a tattoo, I hope you meet quirky little angels out there, dude, and they guide you to a better tattoo. Or not, I don't care, fuck it. See you in a few days.